Oh, hey! I didn't see you guys there. I was busy doing literally anything else with my life than making this video. How you guys doing? Nah, I'm just fucking with you guys. I actually kind of wanted to make this video considering now that the series is over. And if they're not, I will do you all a favor. The second they come out with another one, I will, one, be very disappointed in the creator of this franchise, and two, instantly take this video off my channel and never put it back on, ever. So, that's a deal we have right now. Let's all be real for a second. It's not the fact that they were bad games, because they really weren't. What it made everyone fall into the illusion of thinking that they're a bad game is the freaking fan base. I fucking hate them. They consist of like from 5 to 12-year-olds, and anything beyond that, they're usually really creepy. And then like, hey, let's draw all these characters with their dicks out. How that sounds fun. And then again, that's just about everything ever nowadays. And I fell into that illusion of thinking that they were bad games for a while too. Like, I would get them because I was a fan of the first one. And so I'm like, oh, maybe they recaptured the magic of the first one in this new one. Most of the time, keyword most of the time, I was like, yeah, no, this fucking it's bad. It's what is going on? I can't understand this. But then, you know, it ended. Like, he made the last game and he tied it off in a pretty nice bow. Like, he tied off a lot of loose ends, made everyone, I mean, there's still people guessing on story stuff, but he wrapped up a lot of it, as opposed to his whole keeping the entire thing a mystery until towards the end. But yeah, I took about 8 steps back after witnessing the end of the 6th one. I'm like, this whole franchise isn't even that bad. Like, let me go back and play them. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm playing it, and I'm like, you know, maybe I should make a video on it. Like, yeah. So that's the origin story of how this video came to a conception in my mind. Before I start this whole list, I thought it would be a fun fact to know that recording some of the footage for this, you wouldn't believe how many messages on Steam and texts I got on my phone saying, what the hell are you doing playing that game? I think in total I got about like 5. And then I just told them I'm doing a video, just leave me alone. Number 1 is the first game. This was about like, I think 2014 when this first came out and started being popular. And it was I have to say, to this day, it's the most solid one. It's the one that I'm like, alright, I can get into this. I use a little bit of strategy, but I still know what's going on, and I'm not rushing from one thing to the other. There's 2 lights, 2 doors, and a very small map. And I'm like, hey, this is great. I love it. You can't see one of the cameras, but like, it has audio cues to know when there's things in there. And then those audio cues stop when they leave, or you can just find them on a different camera. It had a very simple concept to it, and I thought it was a pretty solid horror game at the time, and I still think it kind of is. The first one on its own, I feel like it's in a league of its own with the others, and I can appreciate that to this day. This is one of the ones that I've completed 100%. I've gotten 20, I did Night 5 and Night 6, and it's great. I love it. Also, with the design choice on the characters in this, for whatever reason, the characters, like all the animatronics, look different from the other games. And you know what they look like in this game that they don't look like in any other game? That's right. Fucking animatronics, because in the other games they look like fucking murder caskets or dolls, like futuristic-y, non-existent-y dolls, or like I said, like fucking murder machines. This game, they actually captured what, like, oh hey shit, I went to Chuck E. Cheese and I saw that thing just standing on the stage, and then oh shit, I stayed after dark, now this thing wants to fucking murder me. That's terrifying. Yeah, I mean, I get later in the game, you try to dive into the lore a bit, But, like, yeah, anyone's gonna be scared and expect a fucking, like, metal ripped up fucking animatronic bear with, like, metal spikes coming out of its hands and fucking face. Like, anyone's gonna get scared from that shit, and everyone's gonna see it coming. But then, like, in this one, you're like, ah, these guys, like, they look so friendly, until they start doing the whole weird tilting the head, staring at the camera like a fucking idiot, and then, like, they start sneaking up on you, and you're like, ah, shit, this is actually kind of creepy. I'm gonna be honest, after I played this game, and to this day, I have been asked for, like, my little cousin if he wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese and if I wanted to go with him, and I'm like, no. One time I cracked, and I just was really in the mood for Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and this turned into a story about myself. I'm getting off track, but this is worth saying because it's somewhat on topic. I was really craving the pizza from there for like the past week, and then sure enough, my mom is like, "Oh, hey, so your cousin, he's having a little shindig at Chuck E. Cheese, and I want to know if you want to come with us." I had nothing to do that day, and like I said, I was craving the pizza, their imitation pizza that for whatever reason tastes amazing ever since I was little. And I go there, and I see him up on stage, and I'm like, I shit you not, people. I sat in a chair so far away from the stage that none of the fucking animatronic bastards on stage could even look at me in any of their pattern of movement or looking around. They did not look at the table I was sitting at. Oh my god, I'm fucking pathetic, I swear to god. I remember when I saw the trailer for this game, and I was hyped as fuck because I thought it looked amazing. Little did I know that it really wasn't that amazing, and they kind of just derailed from the direction they were going with the first one. I mean, yeah, they took a lot of the same ideas, but he also started to get into the mindset of complicated means more fun, and running around and fighting off like 9 things at a time is more fun than a simplistic 4 things coming at you from both sides, and you gotta keep an eye out and close doors whenever they show up. This one, it has no doors. It just has flashlights and a stupid ass head, and then you put the head on yourself, and then sometimes it doesn't even fucking work and they still kill you anyway. Somehow I was able to completely complete this game 100%, but and I started thinking, well, hey, these games are hard, but they're kind of a cakewalk. I can get through this. It's no big deal. But no. Little did I know that this was the last game of theirs I would ever complete 100%. The marionette, which doesn't even pay attention to anything that you do to fight off them, you just literally have to wind up this thing. And it fucking, like, while you're trying to fight off 8 things, it's like, oh yeah, shit, this thing's about to run out. And guess what? None of the fighting off that you're doing fucking matters because this thing is about to jump at you the second it runs out. So you better put your priorities in straight and wind up this stupid ass music box that you have to go into the camera to see. So literally something could be sitting right in front of you while you're trying to wind up the music box like a goddamn madman. And things are coming out of the vents, things are coming out of the hall in front of you, and then there's this marionette, and Golden Freddy. I don't even know how I've beaten this game because literally that enemy is just, oh my god, I hate, you remember the villain video I made, the top 10 villains in video games? If I made a top 10 worst fucking bullshit enemies in games, this would probably be number 1 because I don't even know how to deal with it. Every single time I had to deal with it, I got a stroke of luck where he like never showed up. Like he showed up once and then he faded away. And I got lucky that he didn't just randomly reappear after fading away for like 2 seconds and then attacking me. I hated that shit so much. I'm gonna be honest, this was me watching the trailer for this game. Oh my god, there's another Bonnie, and it's yellow, and it's all decrepit and demon looking. Oh my god, this looks like it's gonna be good. It's a place that has archives from all the past Freddy Fazbear locations in one spot. This is gonna be lore rich. And then it gets to that jump scare at the end, and I'm like, that was like the weakest shit I've ever seen. What even was that? And you know what happens? That shit stays consistent throughout the entire game. This is the least scary. Well, none of them are really scary to, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of them were scary. They just kind of made you jump every once in a while because they like to milk on the whole jump scare thing. But this game, it was fucking terrible. I hated the third one. I've never even completed the third one. Completely. We'll get to the other one later, but there are 2 games that I have yet to complete of this. And it's just because, like, it's impossible. There's, like, you have to be, like, a god at the game in order to even get past, like, night 4. On this game, because like there's no way to keep him out, and he just kind of fucking mocks you by staring at you through the wall, or not through the wall, through the doorway, and once he's there you gotta deal with the fact that you're dead. Like, that he's there, there's no way to make him go away, which there should be, but there isn't, and I hate it so much. My favorite thing about this game were the mini games, so which you had to do them in some weird ass order, exploiting the glitches and doing stuff like that to, like, get some kid a birthday cake for something in the lore. I don't follow that deep into the lore, even though I was pretty deep into it and found interest in it. But this one, I just couldn't piece it all together. But I found the mini games more entertaining than the actual game, and I think that's pretty sad, to say the least. Bruh, fuck this game. I can't even get past night 2. Okay, the fact that they made it seem like they were gonna be done after Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and the fact that this one wasn't even called Five Nights at Freddy's 5, I don't know. I don't know what I thought of when I was seeing this. I'm like, are they going in like a completely different direction? And I mean, yeah, kinda. This one dove more into the deep lore of it. It's called Sister Location rather than Five Nights at Freddy's 5. And that's because it's not at the same location with the same characters. There's a lot of different characters. And I mean, it doesn't play like the first few games. Like, it's not 5 levels of doing the same shit over and over, getting harder and harder each night. But like, there are these missions every night, and each of them, they do get harder, but then by the end you're doing the same shit you did in all the other games, and I think that just kind of ruined it. I mean, it kind of sets up a whole, like, oh yeah, there's gonna be another one, because it pops out with Springtrap right at the end of the last ending saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go find you, Dad, and then he pops up from the burnt wreck of fuck, I can't, this is a tongue twister, Fazbear Fright, which is the location of the 3rd game, because at the end of that one, it says that it burns down, and he just kind of pops out of the wreckage saying he's gonna find his dad, so it kind of sets up that there's gonna be another one. As a hint, there is another one. Now, I don't even know if I want to consider Baby, which was like the Freddy equivalent of the main quote-unquote villain of this game. She makes it seem like she just wants to be normal and walk around like everyone else, but she can't because she looks like a robotic person. And I mean, I can appreciate that. I'd be pretty pissed if everyone wanted to fucking scoop out my insides and then try to fix me thinking there's something wrong. And out of all the robotic characters, I think Baby is the most yeah, I said that right. And the most reasonable and thinks the most out of all of them. In fact, she actually makes a point of saying how she thinks after she kidnaps you.
I wonder, though, if freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all.
They're fucking stupid. They don't have
It sounds
feelings.
like someone else. I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all.
They're fucking stupid. They don't have
It sounds
feelings.
like someone else.
Okay, bring her over. Forward. One.
Help, some psycho bitch trapped me in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. All my characters are mute in all of these games.
How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. But Laura never learns. But I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend.
After all of them, for the last one, they decided to make it completely different. You're now the owner of a Freddy Fazbear Pizza restaurant chain, and you can design it to any way you want. You can have the layout any way you want. You could play the game, set the difficulty as easy as you want, as hard as you want. If you want the ending that wraps up everything and completely ends the entire franchise of games, then you're going to want to make it as hard as possible. But I like that this game is the funniest out of all of them because you can have a fucking paper plate with sticks strapped to it as an animatronic and then call it a day if you really want to. And they have a unique system where they're like, oh yeah, so we found this random shit in the alley, and we want to know if you want to scrap this thing. It's like you get money for it, and that's cool, but you also let the thing into your establishment. You have a walking murder casket running around while there's kids running around in another room, because I think this is all going on during the day.
Before you is an animatronic found in the back alley. We are unsure of its origins. It is your job to complete the maintenance checklist before claiming it as salvage. Or, if you choose to, you can throw it back into the alley where you found it and forfeit payment. Please make your choice now.
Why the fuck would I take this in and try to... You can see... oh my god. You can see that there's a human skull sticking out of the top. Why would I attempt to salvage it? There's just gonna be bones and little thin wires like on the top. What the fuck? You know what, fuck it, I'm stupid, I'll do it anyway.
You have chosen to proceed with the maintenance checklist.
Yes,
Remember,
yes,
use your
yes,
company as
yes.
your taser to return the animatronic
I'm
to a
done.
neutral state if you
About
feel that
that.
it's becoming unstable or aggressive. You can only
Was
use
that
it 3
seriously all I
times
had
before
to
it begins
do?
to damage the animatronic.
I gotta be honest, I don't really like that.
Document results.
I already fucking did. It's making me do it. Oh, you piece of shit! Don't
Begin
do
audio
that!
prompt in
No,
3,
no, 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 no,
2,
no, 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 no! Stop! 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 I want it. Oh, you press control. Well, now what? Everything just kind of. Oh, there we go. Oh, God.
Document results.
Hey, look, I documented my results.
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
This is fucking boring. I thought this would be like 18 million times more tense, considering this is the main villain of the entire series sitting right in front of me. Yeah, this is why I love playing video games.
Results.
Ah,
Begin audio prompt.
no. I see your teeth sticking out the bottom. You start up with the
In
so I can get this over with.
1.
This is like, oh yeah, you see this guy sitting in this room? Yeah, blast a bunch of distorted shit in his ears and record and see if he does anything. You gotta go to a mental hospital and do this with insane people. I think that's the real message behind all this. You know, I kind of want to see that. It would probably be the same exact shit as that!
You have completed the maintenance
I don't even need
checklist
to.
and may proceed with the salvage. Well done. End tape.
Yeah.
What a deceptive calling.
Ah, fuck.
I knew it was a lie the moment I heard it, obviously. But it is intriguing nonetheless.
Ah, shit. Between each day, like work day, you have to go into this back room while everyone's playing, and you gotta do stuff like print out advertisements, order cups, order napkins. It's kind of like a boss simulator. For like you're doing like the actual things you would do working at this place, except obviously you don't see yourself doing it. And since you do those salvage things, they walk into the back and try to fucking kill you while you're trying to do all of this. Like, you're trying to order napkins and you got like the fucking spring trap crawling through the vents trying to kill you. And everything is the loudest thing possible, so it attracts them into your office. And that's just great. Trying to order and unclog toilets, that's one of the tasks you have to do. But at the end, you just log off the computer and then, oh, hey, you're done. And then you gotta do the blueprints, the actual fun part again. Yeah, I just used that word, fun, for this game. The fun thing about this is ordering shit and playing the games that it lets you order and putting everything out on the blueprint floor. It's great. I honestly love the day job of this. Not ordering stuff, not salvaging murder machines. I honestly like this game. I'll tell you what I don't like about this game. Goddamn Candy Cadet scaring my kids half to death saying, oh yeah, I'll have a story for you next time I come back. But I come back to him like 9 times and he doesn't tell me any stories. I want to hear it. But that's not something you should be telling the kids coming into my establishment.
Day. Candy. 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 Return to Candy Cadet again, and maybe I will tell you a story. Return to Candy Cadet again, and maybe I will tell you a story.
You said that last time, Candy Cadet. I don't think I like having you in my establishment.
Maybe I will tell you a story.
You ever gonna? This is like, ladies and gentlemen, this is like the 5th time I've gone back to Candy Cadet. I think I had 10 play tokens to start with.
Come get your candy here. I have candy all day.
Yeah, I know you have
day.
candy all day.
Candy,
you gonna tell me that
candy,
fucking story? I want to
candy.
hear it. Shut up, Toby.
Candy Cadet again.
I'm gonna.
And maybe I will tell
my
you
god.
a story.
Alright, this is the last play token. I'm gonna wait this time. Maybe he's looking for patience.
Return to Candy Cadet again, and maybe I will tell you a story.
Fucking shit. I'm gonna be honest, I think my most favorite part of this game is watching the little Funtime Freddy that's with you the entire time, the little friendly one. I like watching him break his back during one of the mini games, and he just kind of dies on the floor.